So we begin first with Civilization 6. We got an announcement for Civilization 7, which is coming out in 2025. And to go with that news, we have a massive sale on Civilization 6, the base game. Base game is on a new historic low at 95% off. Now, technically, the historic low was 100% because it was given away on Epic, but on Steam, this is the lowest price. And this deal runs until the 21st of June. $3, 124 in India, 249 in the UK, 399 in Canada, and 3 in the Eurozone. Now, of course, with a game like this, there are a lot of DLCs and packs and expansions. You could pick up the Platinum Edition, which should have, I think, most of the thing. I mean, the thing is, they have about 10 packs, so it is a little annoying to know which is like the complete version. But the Platinum Edition is 90% off, which isn't bad. Now, I did not play much of this one, 6. I did play Civilization 5. I liked it. Compared to some of the other strategy games, I felt like these games are a little more easier to get into and play. Maybe a little more casual friendly, let's say. These are turn-based hex grids, basically. And yeah, I thought these are fun. I got good reviews. It's been out for a while, 2016. So 8 years ago. So yeah, they don't have frequent ones, like once every 5-6 years at least. But yeah, this is not a bad one if you want some casual 4X strategy style game. Next, we have another game on a new low. This is Journey to the Savage Planet. So it's a fun, sort of humorous type of adventure game. You're basically sent on a new planet to see if it's, habitable for humans. Lots of funny jokes here and there, corporate stuff, like the Fallout style of jokes. And it's not a very long game, but it's very colorful, very enjoyable, little bit of exploration. And I believe this is like a 5-6 hour game. I have this game, I have played it, never finished it, but yeah, it's interesting. Basically, you go, if you get killed, a clone of you is made basically, and you can go and pick up the loot from your previous life, let's say. But yeah, very nice and colorful game. So this one is 75% off, $749, $524 in India, $624 in the UK, 10 in Canada, $749 in the Eurozone. Next, we have another game that is frequently on sale, Dying Light. All the versions are on sale, well, the 2 main versions, but at this point, if you haven't picked up this game, get the definitive version, which includes everything, all the content, all DLCs, weapon skins, expansions, whatever, everything is included, massive bundle. This is 80% off, which is the usual price, always drops to 80% off. And good value for a big open world, enjoyable action game, let's say. This is $299 in India, $9.99 in the US, $7 in the UK, $11.39 in Canada, $10 in the Eurozone. So this is a game where it's basically a zombie game like, let's say, Dead Island, but the fun here is the parkour. You have very good first-person parkour. You have a lot of weapon customization. You have full online co-op. You can play the full campaign in co-op with a friend. And there's no sort of restrictions on the level of items that you have. For example, when I was playing, a friend jumped in and gave me a very powerful weapon from his game much further into the campaign. And then I was able to run around and kill all these zombies much more easily. So the story is very simple. There was some sort of sporting event in a sort of Middle Eastern type country or an island country, something like that. And there's a zombie outbreak. So what they do is they quarantine that whole place and drop some supplies every now and then. And the survivors have to learn parkour in order to get to the supply crates, get the medicine and stuff, and then get back to their base. Very, very enjoyable game. The story isn't the best, but the gameplay is fantastic. And then at night, the zombies get even more scary and deadly. Overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. I can't recommend this game enough. Next, we have Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. So this is a game that was heavily inspired by stuff like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And it looks pretty good, pretty colorful. The main issue I had was the retail price wasn't great on this one. I did try this via the Game Pass some years ago. And now, since it's been out for a few years, 5 years in fact, it came out on the 18th of June. So 2019. So now the price is a little more manageable, let's say. So this is 75% off, $999, $624 in India, $874 in the UK, $1337 in Canada, $999 in the Eurozone. Now, another game that I really like and I've often tried to recommend this is Alien Breed. So, Alien Breed is a set of 3 games, twin stick shooters, very similar in style to something like Dead Space. I'm a big fan. They gave away the whole trilogy on GOG, I think, a couple of years ago, and I've played the first one, really like it. In fact, I get an urge to try this a little bit here and there. Most of the time, it's installed on my PC. So, all 3 games are on sale. You could buy them individually if you want, or get a deal on the whole thing. Very, very cheap. So, first game here, 89% off, only a little over $1 at $1.09, 40 rupees only, 76 pence in the UK, 120 in Canada, 98 in the Eurozone, 98 cents. Yeah, so very, very cheap game. If you buy the whole trilogy, all 3 games, $229, 150 in India, 169 in the UK, 229 in Canada, $2.09 in the Eurozone. So yeah, I really like these games. I played with the controller, works well. A little older, I think this is Unreal Engine 3, but it still looks good and runs well. Now I wanted to talk about a couple of new games, let's say, and a few things around them. So first we have a game called Still Wakes the Deep. Came out yesterday. It's got good reviews overall. I've read some of the reviews because I was curious. I had seen the trailer, I think last year or something, whenever they announced it, and it looked interesting, even though I'm not really a horror kind of guy. But I have started playing more games with zombies and weird creatures. Anyway, the issue here is this game looks absolutely fantastic. The voice acting, the cast, they have set it in 1975. So let me just read the description first. 1975, disaster strikes the Beira D oil rig off the coast of Scotland. Navigate the collapsing rig to save your crew from an otherworldly horror on the edge of all logic and reality. 1975, oil rig, a lot of Scottish people, horror. Sounds interesting, graphically looks amazing. And this is made by the Chinese Room, who were the people behind the Dear Esther game, which was also set in the Scottish Highlands. No, what are those called? Those islands off the coast of Scotland. Yeah, my memory is going. Hebrides, Outer Hebrides. So anyway, so this has a similar feel, I guess. Now, most people are saying it's a fantastic game, but it is priced too much according to the length of the game. It's a linear story-driven game with not a lot of action, I guess, not a lot of gameplay. And this is priced, full price is $35. It's on a 10% launch discount, which makes it $31.49. In India, it is $13.50. 27 in the UK, 40.49 in Canada, and 31.49 in the Eurozone. That is the launch price. This is also available on the Game Pass, so you could play there, and this won't be an issue. But I wanted to really discuss this because there are often games that I come across that are absolutely fantastic, but the price based on the length of the game, I guess, or the gameplay or replayability maybe, is not there. And oftentimes, like I've been given games by the developers to review. I like the games for what they are, but I also like them because I didn't pay for them. And those games become a little complicated to recommend. So I often say, like, wait for a sale and stuff like that. And some of these people here in the reviews are saying the same thing, like, fantastic game, great voice acting, looks amazing. But they are all saying, like, in good conscience, I can't recommend a 3.5, 4 hour game for $35. And it makes sense. But yeah, it's a weird situation. So I would say definitely looks interesting. I was like spending some time this morning reading up reviews on this one because I knew this was coming out. And yeah, I'm going to wish this and pick it up later. Or if I pick up a Game Pass anytime soon, I'll try it out there. But yeah, game looks fantastic.